There comes a point in everyone's real estate journey to consider paying down a mortgage versus just buying more real estate. And in today's video, I'm going to discuss this in detail, really give some pros and cons to doing both. And this is a timely video because right now interest rates are elevated, they're higher, and we're in somewhat of a plateaued market where a lot of investors are saying, wait, let me think about this. I'm reflecting on my portfolio and my journey. Should I consider paying off a building? Should I consider paying down some real estate? So let's dive in. So first off, if you're in growth mode, if you're looking to buy more real estate, you have the bandwidth for it, you are wanting to acquire more real estate, build up a portfolio, and you're all in, then this is not a good time to potentially pay off real estate loans and make that as your target goal. But if you're saying, look, more is not what I'm looking for, I already have enough, and if I pay everything off, I could cover my household expenses, I would be financially free, I'd reduce a lot of risk, I'm simplifying my real estate portfolio just with the overall burden of the mortgages. If that really jumps out and grabs you and really aligns with you, then consider paying down a mortgage. Consider paying down a mortgage, especially starting with an interest rate that has the highest interest rate or the shortest duration, right? Those would be the properties to consider paying down first, getting those paid off, and then creating a snowball effect and then paying off additional properties thereafter. But making it a goal, and there's always a shift where paying down your existing real estate is more important than getting that next deal. So if you're not finding a great deal in the market, if you're not really able to keep accelerating and growing, then it is a reflection point to seeing what season you're in within your investing cycle to see if, hey, what should I do here? So if you'd like to have a one-on-one strategy and talk to me about your situation and what you should do, I'm happy to have a brainstorm call with you and help out. I've considered this within my personal journey as well, looking at there's a hassle factor with acquiring more real estate. I mean, we all know that. We've got to scale up management. We've got to go in and put more resources and time into something. And at some point, we have time. We need to be we have a family, right? We're parents, we're raising our kids, we're married, we have a life, we have a business, we have a career. So those are things we have to focus on, and more real estate, we all know, it does come with some heaviness to it. So I like the fact of paying down a building. I think that can make a lot of sense for a lot of folks. And plus, if you're paying down a building, you're making more cash flow and you're not having to do any more work. So you're de-risking your portfolio, and again, you're getting more cash flow. So you can still get to your goal. It doesn't have to be just your unit count, right? It used to just be buy more real estate. I've got a goal, do 100 doors, and you know what? That's important, but that's not the end goal. The end goal is to have really good cash flow. I've got a monthly number that I've always focused on, but there's more than one ways to get there. So if you're considering paying down a mortgage, you want to figure out how to prioritize it, I think this is something that we all need to think about moving forward in the future. Real estate is a great way to build wealth, right? You're going to forgive, if you're paying down real estate, not buying more real estate, you're going to forgive maybe the appreciation you're going to get on owning more units. You're not going to get the tax benefits as much as buying more real estate. You're not going to get that cash flow multiple as you own more units and you see rent growth in the marketplace. There's going to be some things you have to give up. But take a pause, think about it, and it might make sense for you to pay off a mortgage and prioritizing it. So if you like, again, talk to me one-on-one. I'd be happy and willing to help you out. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you again on the next video.